Welcome everyone, Tutu here, and with me is Grace.
Hi, Grace here. Welcome back. Our second episode. I'm so excited.
Yes, of our Mooncake book club. Today is a special one because we're talking about a series that we both really, really like. Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, or Mo Dao Zu Shi by Mo Xiang.
You got it.
I almost had it. Okay.
You definitely said it better than I would have. All right. So for those of you who don't know, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation is actually this author's second series. But honestly, in terms of what was brought over from the West, this one made the biggest splash first. So
it has like almost every single adaptation you can think of.
Oh, yeah.
It has a drama CD, a live action, and then on the JP side, they got like a stage play and a manga adaptation.
I didn't know they had a stage play.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was very nice. It was very nice. You should look up some of the images.
Okay, I will after
this. The only
this.
thing is lacking now is like an anime adaptation.
Oh yeah, like a Japanese anime adaptation. But the donghua is very pretty. That's the Chinese animation.
The donghua is also very pretty.
Yeah, that's how I found it. Like, I think it was back in 2017 or 2018. That's when I first started. That's when I first started hearing about it. Was that around the same for you or earlier?
I think it's around the same time because this is like after Yuri on Ice ended.
Yeah.
I had this giant hole in my chest that needs to be filled. So I was like surfing the internet, and then like this one caught my interest because I was like, hey, the guys look pretty.
Yeah, I guess so. What was it? It was thanks to a couple of friends, and then I wasn't sure about it. So the story goes is that this was a web novel first. The Chinese name of the website's very long, but this is where like a lot of popular danmei novels got their start as web novels. And this is a whole thing in the Chinese entertainment industry is that they take web novels pretty seriously over there, or at least they recognize that like web novels are, what's the word? Like you can use web novels for adaptations. So not just danmei works, but also a lot of fantasy or wuxia works, or if you want to get technical, these are xianxia works because there's magic in them.
Oh no, xianxia has like gods in them. Wuxia is basically, martial arts plus a bit of magic. But xianxia involves like gods and deities and all.
Oh, okay. In my understanding, it was xianxia that has the magic, but wuxia that has like the crazy martial arts. Okay, wait. Have you seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
No, I have not.
Oh my God, Tutu, where's my list? See, this list is gonna grow, Tutu. We're gonna have a lot to do, a lot to catch up on. Okay. Gosh, what was I saying? I was going on a tangent.
Web novel?
Yeah, so web novels. Yeah, back to my point. This was a web novel first, and it gained a lot of traction. I think it is like, is it still like in the top 10 of the website? I think like a comparison is sort of like a Kindle ebook that gets really popular and then it becomes traditionally published. What's crazy is that like the popularity of this goes even further. Like they have, like Tutu said, they had their Chinese animated show, they had audio drama, which is, it's not common at all here in the US, a drama CD or an audio drama, but basically it's not dissimilar to an audiobook, but it has like a full cast, sometimes an original story.
Yep, it got manhwa adaptation, and then it got like a live action.
Yeah, the live action drama, I think, and especially when the live action drama was distributed by Netflix here in the US, I think that's when it got a lot of traction.
Yes, because when it was airing, it actually outranked some like K-dramas. K-dramas was also like pretty popular in the West.
Yeah, definitely.
But Grandmaster beat out that one.
Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know why this is the practice, but maybe it's because it's a BL, but the audio drama's name is called The Untamed. That's the translated title. I forgot what it's...
Oh, no, that's the live action.
Did I say audio drama?
Yeah.
Oh, the live action drama is called The Untamed. What's it called in Chinese? Chen Xingling? Something like that?
I don't know. I didn't watch the live action.
You didn't... Wait. Oh, I mean, I thought you watched it. Okay, so I guess it's just me then. My mom is a huge fan of the actor who plays Wei Wuxian. It was crazy. But the actor for Lan Wangji seems to be doing fine. I think he's doing like rock climbing or whatever. And I'm like, good for him. Wang Yibo, that's his name. And then, okay, so we got up to the live action drama. So when was it? It was like just before the pandemic. It was Seven Seas Entertainment that announced that they got the English print book rights for the US, for America.
It was actually after the pandemic. They announced the books, I think, in 2020.
Okay. I remember receiving my copies like just when the pandemic started, but that could just be my mind like, mixing everything up in my brain because I think I've repressed all my memories during the pandemic.
Let's see. I just remember crying a lot and playing Animal Crossing.
Oh no. Crying from joy, I hope. Oh, you mean just crying because of the general pandemic? It's okay. I cried too. I cried a lot too. It's fine. It's okay. We all cried.
It's fine. Animal Crossing kept me sane. 500 hours into the game, no regrets.
Yeah, I've seen Tutu's Island. That is a 500-hour island. Yeah, I also cried a lot, and I watched food travel shows, which made everything worse. But I fostered cats, and that helped a lot. All right.
So back to
we keep getting off track. So back to Seven Seas. That's the beauty. We can just go wherever we want. But Seven Seas, yeah.
Let's start with a basic summary. Can I go? Okay. So the story of Mo Dao Zu Shi is actually about Jinling's uncle.
Yes.
Jinling's uncle died to bring back Jinling's uncle, who was killed by Jinling's uncle. Not really. And he teams up with Jinling's future uncle-in-law to solve the mystery of a mutilated body that turned out to be Jinling's uncle.
Yep.
Who was killed by Jinling's uncle.
Oh my! Are you reading this from something? I can't.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but
okay, I was like, this is way too good. I know what Jinling's uncles are all about, but this is way too good. I don't even remember. Also, is he? Yeah.
Okay, jokes aside.
Yeah.
So
no, but that's for real serious. That's for real serious. This is all about Jinling's uncles. But we'll get to the meaning of the joke.
Okay. Sorry. For real now. Okay. The story of Mo Dao Zu Shi follows Hui Wuxian, basically the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, and he died. Yep.
Yes.
Page 1, first sentence, he's dead.
Yeah.
Story actually takes place 13 years after his death, where he got brought back to life by Jinling's uncle.
Yes.
And then he started encountering people from his past, and then he realized, oh my god, I screwed over all these people's lives. And then I won't say he get kidnapped, but he teams up with Lang Wanji, who is his childhood friend, who he thought they did not get along with.
I love how you said he's not technically kidnapped.
He's not technically kidnapped.
He can go at any time.
He could go at any time. So together, they go on a little venture to solve the mystery behind this corpse. Well, this hand that has a lot of grudge, and then they try to find the body parts, piece things together, only to find out, hey, the culprit behind this murder mystery might also be responsible for, the mystery behind Wei Wuxian's death / past.
Yeah.
It's it's all connected somehow.
Yeah. So basically this story comes in basically two parts where one is 13 or 16. It's really weird. One of them is 16 years in the past. One of them is 13 years in the past. But basically in the past, when they were all students. Yeah. And
there's two timelines, the past and then the present. The past basically covers the Wei Wuxian from his early adolescence to how he became the Grandmaster in his ultimate fall. And then the current timeline takes place after his death, how he got brought back to life.
Yeah.
And then he just goes on this little adventure to solve this murder mystery.
Yeah.
That will eventually, hopefully, clear his name because he got blamed for stuff that he didn't do.
Yeah. And there's a lot that goes on in both timelines. And what's really interesting is that like Tutu implied with all of Jinling's uncles, this world feels very expansive, but everyone is Jinling's uncle. So the world feels comprehensible at the same time, because I forgot what article it was, but they said something along the lines of nobody is an island. So everybody's connected in this world in some way. And I think that's why I personally really like it a lot, and it was easy to follow. Especially, it helped that I actually started with the Chinese anime, the Donghua, first, because everyone's color coordinated and you know who's related to who. Because it's not as if something like Game of Thrones where it's 5 generations back, he was married to this woman who was cousins with that woman. It's no, this guy's his uncle and this guy's his fiance or something like that, and that's it. That's all you need to know. So it's a lot more easy to digest Yes, something like it's also like 5 volumes in the Seven Seas editions.
Yep.
So easier to digest and like not as huge a commitment as the other work, Heaven Officials Blushing, which is 8 volumes.
Grandmaster is basically what happens if you mix Game of Thrones with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, I guess I would say something like that. Yeah.
Set in ancient China, and then you make it gay.
You make it gay.
Oh yeah, did we mention the 2 main leads? They're gay. Yeah.
Oh, of course. You can't see them about to kiss in the cover that we've provided in front of you. It's the white and black dynamic. It's the red and blue dynamic.
Red, blue, white, and black. You know, childhood friends to, I know, enemies to lovers. I know. Okay, they're not really enemies to lovers, but they're childhood friends to lovers.
Wei Wuxian thinks they're enemies. Like, Lan Wangji is ready to...
He's not good, like, protected. He's an unreliable narrator.
Very much so. But then also Lan Wangji is very, very stoic. And he's been...
he's a kude. That's how I describe him.
Oh, yeah, kude. Oh, yeah. He's not a tsundere. No.
Definitely not.
Would Wei Wuxian be a tsundere?
No.
No.
He is not.
He's like one step away from becoming a yandere.
Jiang is a tsundere, though.
Who? Jiang. Oh, yeah, Jiang. Okay. Yeah, so, speaking of Jiang, just in case, some other important characters to take note of. Jinling's uncle, his Jiujiu, Jiang, he is Wei Wuxian's foster brother, also a childhood friend. They were raised together in the Jiang clan, and because Wei Wuxian's parents both worked for the Jiang clan, so he was sort of adopted when his parents died. We should also talk about Jinling. Who is little Jinling? So Jinling is Jiang Cheng's sister's son. Jiang Cheng's sister, nephew. Yeah, his nephew.
His Wuxian's little nephew.
Jiang Cheng's sister is named Jiang Yangli. Is that right?
Yep.
She got married to the heir of the Jin clan, and his name was Jin Zishuan.
I think so. I forgot his name.
And
in my head, I just refer to him as a peacock.
Yeah, that's what everybody nicknames him, because he's the prince of the richest clan.
Yep.
And so Jinling is their son, but they both died in the past timeline. So Jinling actually has a bit of a grudge against Wei Wuxian.
And then Jiang Cheng basically raised him, along with like the other Jinling uncle.
Yeah, Jinling's other uncle, who is the head of the Jin clan after his grandfather's death, is Jin Guangyao, as well as So I guess maybe this is a good point to bring up the cultivation concept of swarm brothers. Swarm brothers, there was a bit of a tizzy about it online, especially if any of you know Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is a Chinese game. So these two main characters, Diluc and Kaya, they refer to themselves as each other's sworn brother, but they were also like adopted, or Kaya was adopted by Diluc's father, so people thought it was some sort of weird incest thing. But like...
Actually, he was not adopted. He was just taken in.
Yeah, taken in, like a ward, like, I don't know, it's a fantasy game. So like, but people made a huge fuss about it because they thought it was incest. And I'm like, guys, swarm brothers, it's like, you know, like chivalric knights, like a swarm brotherhood. Like, I don't understand like why, they call each other brothers, that means they're related. I'm like, no, guys, it's fine. They're just really tight. And sometimes really tight bros gotta kiss, okay?
Okay, listen. This is the best way for me to tell people to view swarm brothers. Just view them as like childhood friends.
Yeah. Or just like
view them as very, very close childhood friends.
Or like homies, you know?
Yeah, they're like
the homie got your back.
The homies. Yeah.
Yeah, because
occasionally you just kiss your homies goodnight.
Yeah. Because I guess sworn brothers don't have to be childhood friends. It just so happens that a lot of them happen to be childhood friends for the sake of the story. So Jin Guangyao actually has 2 sworn brothers.
Yeah.
It was
one of them is Lan Xichen, which is Lan Wangji's older brother.
Yes. See, they're all connected, and then I keep forgetting the middle ones.
Is Minjing, I think.
Yes, Minjing, I think. Minjing or something like that. We'll have to post correct ourselves. It's been a long time and there's a lot of characters. And then actually the Nie clan, he is the head of the Nie clan, but then he has a little brother named Nie Huaisang, and he's also a childhood friend of Wei Wuxian. And even though the Nie clan are all like big burly dudes with giant swords, Nie Huaisang is like kind of the loser. He's like skinny and like doesn't like always keeps his head down, kind of a nerd, but he's very important to the plot. And then just because I think we should, my favorite character is Lan Suzui.
Okay, yeah, he's a good boy. Lan Suzui is a good boy. He's basically Wan Shan's love child.
Yeah, he's basically like the adopted son of Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji. Like he's literally like a ward.
He's literally their son.
He's literally their son. And then just for fun, even though I don't know how he's related, but his name is Lan Jinyi.
Oh, Jinyi?
Yeah.
No, he's just a student at the Lansec.
Okay, yeah. Cause like there was something about like he was wearing an anyway, no, that's gonna go off topic. But anyway, so there's the younger students, Jinling, Lan Suzui, and Lan Jinyi. They're like the new generation. And then there's like everybody who's like older than them. Lan Wenji, Wei Wuxian, Jian Cheng.
And then all the other uncles.
Yeah, and all of them are uncles. So going back to the plot a little bit, what I really appreciate about it, and like I know that like we did quite a short summary, but there's a lot of details about it. It's sort of there is an overarching plot of like trying to solve this mystery of the arm and the corpse, as well as the mysterious circumstances surrounding Wei Wuxian's first death. But in the minutia of the plot, like the plot beats going on in the story, it's sort of like a monster of the week or like a mystery of the week kind of deal. And I think that's what a lot of these cultivator fantasies do. Side note, cultivator, I feel like we need to explain.
Yes.
Do you want to take a crack at it?
No. I insist you do it.
Okay. So a cultivator is a concept from Chinese Taoism, I think more so. In terms of like a Chinese wuxia fantasy, I would say they're like similar to an exorcist, but they have sort of all these different kinds of powers depending on the fantasy, of course. A lot of them, fight demons, exorcise ghosts. Some of them have like, especially in Grandmaster, they have a lot of magical powers regarding musical instruments. So you can see in the cover down there that Wei Wuxian has a flute, and he uses that to control corpses like zombies. Yeah, and Lan Wenji has a guzheng. Is that what it is? It's a guqin. Yeah, a guqin. It's a stringed instrument, and he uses that to communicate with spirits, among other things. So it's along the vein of like an exorcist, a wizard, maybe, kind of.
Like they also all of them have this like golden core inside them.
The golden core, I think, is a concept in traditional Chinese medicine that gets integrated into a lot of fantasies, especially in Grandmaster. So how magic powers are like, I guess, sort of powered, for lack of a better word, is the Chinese traditional concept of qi. It's a medicinal concept, sort of like if I had to try to explain, it's sort of like a cosmic energy, not dissimilar from like the concept of chakras from Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Naruto?
or Naruto, I guess. I don't know our audience's comfortability, or not comfortable. I don't know what the audience knows. I'm going at it from the lowest possible denominator. Avatar also talked about qi a little bit, like this, like Uncle Iroh talks about it a little bit, I remember. Or if you've seen, first off, if you've seen the live action Mulan movie, I'm so sorry. But because they completely get the concept of qi like skewed.
Yeah.
But if you've seen it, that's like a good, not a good place to start. It's a place. It's a place to start.
They were just making stuff up.
Yeah, they were just making stuff up.
What the hell do you mean? Like only guys can have qi, huh?
Yeah, so qi is like something that every living being has, even your dog, your pets. And so cultivating the qi, I think, is where the name cultivators come from versus other words like exorcist or wizard. In Taoism especially, if you're able to cultivate your qi to a point, you can achieve like higher power.
Immortality. That's the ultimate end goal.
And the ultimate end goal is immortality, yeah. So the golden core is sort of like, how to say, a marker of your high level. Not quite up to immortality status yet, but a gold core is like a symbol of how far you've come in your cultivation studies, etc. So the golden core becomes a big concept in Grandmaster. And yeah, so I think maybe that's why this was also a good introduction in terms of like why this one got popular first. I feel like I've been talking too much, that's why.
Why this one got popular? Well, I think it kind of owns it to the author's writing skill, because I actually think like she really utilized the like checker scum, and she knows how to do like good foreshadowing.
Oh yeah, yeah. This author,
like everything just comes back in the end full circle. Yeah,
and that's very apparent with like all of her work. Yeah,
but I feel like in this one you really can tell like how she like planned to execute everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the whole golden core at the end.
Yeah. So I guess maybe we can mark this down as a spoiler section if you want to talk about the golden core.
We talked about a lot of things already. This is the spoiler section.
Okay.
This is the spoiler section.
This is for sure the spoiler section. So back when Wei Wuxian was a young man, he studied under the Lan clan for a while, but then the Wen clan, they started like thirsting for power more and more, and he and a bunch of other young cultivators were sent to study with them, but then they of course caused a huge hubbub because the Wen clan were starting to act like tyrants, like lording their power over people. It came to a point where the Wen clan launched an attack on the Jiang clan, and that's the clan that raised and took care of Wei Wuxian. They end up killing his foster father. Isn't wrong, but it doesn't feel right. Basically, they end up killing Jiang Cheng's dad and his mom. And they injure Jiang Cheng to the point where they've completely decimated his golden core. And the way that they destroyed his core means that he cannot cultivate another one. So all of his like cultivation dreams are shattered.
Yeah.
So despite the Wen clan all being like tyrants, there are some good Wen clan people out there, and there was Wen Ning, right?
Wen Ning and Wen Qing. Let me continue, okay? Wei Wuxian basically asked them to move his golden core and give it to Jiang Cheng.
But do it in a way that's secret.
Yeah, do it in a way that's secret, do it in a way so like he would not know that it's from him. Because like Jiang Cheng has like
he's prideful.
He's prideful. He has issues going on.
Yeah, it was actually because of his loss of his own golden core that Wei Wuxian takes down a farther path to demonic cultivation, because he doesn't need his golden core for that. But then, despite his demonic cultivation winning the war against the Wen clans, people start to isolate him more and more out of prejudice.
Out of fear.
Out of fear, yeah.
Because he has gone like a little bit too strong. He is a one-man army.
Yeah.
This guy can raise the dead and do whatever he wants. And no one knows how to basically control that power like him.
Yeah. I also kind of thought that maybe it was the demonic cultivation that like maybe like corrupted him a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe that's what's the word? Maybe that's just speculation on my part.
Just speculation.
Tutu, can you remind me when it all comes to a climax?
When the Wen sibling basically sacrificed themselves to keep the rest of the Wen clan safe, and Wei Wuxian basically chased after them, but by the time he got there, Wen Qing dead, and Wen Ning is in the process of being executed. So Wei Wuxian basically unleashed his power, but then he lost control of it because interference from Jing Guangyao.
Yeah.
And then there was a whole bunch of chaos, and then this is where Jiang Yangli got killed.
Yeah, his foster sister, or Jiang Cheng's sister.
I remember. Okay, all this started at Jinling's first birthday.
Yeah, and Jinling was only a year. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so I forgot about Jinling. Okay, so everything happened due to Jinling's first birthday, where Wei Wuxian got invited, even though this is like after he took the Wen clan and ran off to the mountains.
Yeah, because Wei Wuxian, interestingly, he has such a strong moral compass that like when the war was over and the Wen clan was decimated, there were still like innocent like Wen clan people.
Yeah, it's basically like they got stuck in a concentration camp.
Yeah. They were stuck in a labor camp. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the part that I loved. Like the author actually touched upon, like what happened to the people after the war, how they got treated like trash. Like there's just so much parallel to like the real life. Because this is the part, like in a lot of stories, they just don't want to touch upon.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely doesn't shy away from like the darker aspects of war. Like as much as, of course, you were rooting for the quote unquote good guys to win, the good guys were also like, let's enslave these people just because their last name is Wen.
So all of it happened during Jinling's first birthday, where Wei Wuxian went to the Jin clan with Wen Ning to hopefully celebrate his nephew's birthday. But then he got blocked by a whole bunch of Jins, and then he lost control of his powers for a little bit, and then Wen Ning basically killed his brother-in-law. He killed Jin's dad. And then Wen Ning took Wei Wuxian out of that area. But then suddenly the Jin clan basically went, oh yeah, we want you guys to take responsibility for what happened. We demand the two head of the Wen clans at that point, which is Wen Ning and Wen Qing, who were like they are very far off in the family branch, but they're like the closest thing to the heads right now.
Yeah.
They decide to like willingly agree, volunteer, and sacrifice themselves. Hopefully, it will calm the feud. So Wen Qing got burned to death. And then they were about to do something, I know, to Wen Ning until Wei Wuxian got there on time. And then this is where he lost control of his powers again, because he was sabotaged by Jin Guanyao.
Yeah.
Fierce corpse are basically everywhere. There was a lot of chaos. And then Jiang Yangli came in trying to save Wei Wuxian, but then she got killed.
Yeah. I remember, I know. Because it's slightly different in the TV show, in the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, censorship and all that.
Yeah. Among other things, yeah. Because I think for some reason they just decided to take on different plot devices, and because of that they had to follow through.
Yeah, all this eventually just led to Wei Wuxian's first death, where the entire cultivation will wage a siege at Burial Mount, and Wei Wuxian tried to destroy the tiger seal. It backfired.
Yeah, that's from the drama. That's from the live action drama.
I'm referring to the novel.
Was there a tiger seal in the novel?
It is.
Oh, I thought the tiger seal was a drama thing. Oh God. Speaking of.
Oh my God.
No. You can keep this to show how dumb I am right now.
Then the rest of the Wen clan basically got slaughtered, thrown into this pool, which became red forever.
Oh my God. That part I did. I didn't know about the pool part, but I did know that they were all executed after this.
The only one that managed to survive with Sizhui.
Yeah, Sizhui, because he's actually like the last Wen clan member, and he was adopted.
Yeah, he got survived because Lan Wangji refused to acknowledge that Wei Wuxian was dead. So after he got punished, he climbed out of his bed, went to Burial Mound, tried to look for Wei Ying's body, and he found Lan Sizhui, so then he took him in. Yeah.
This is a good segue into talking about the different adaptations, because I think it's absolutely bonkers how many adaptations this story got. Like we said, there was like the Chinese animation, there's the audio drama. I don't know, there was a stage play. There's a freaking gacha game, isn't there? Isn't there a gacha game? Yeah, and like it's been translated into like at least all of the Asian languages. So you haven't seen the drama, but have you seen like the Chinese animation? Have you seen the donghua?
Correction. I tried watching the drama. I couldn't get into it because the pacing was just too low for me.
Yeah, because the pacing is different. So like the live action drama, when did that come out? I think it came out before the pandemic, right? Everything, all my timing is skewed before and after pandemic. Chinese dramas tend to go for a lot of episodes, so I think they have to drag out the pacing a little bit.
I heard about some of the changes. I have seen clips of it. There are some changes I'm just not a fan of, like what they did with Wen Qing. Like they kind of changed her character completely compared to the novel, and I'm just not a fan of the love story that did like kind of hentai with Jiangcheng. I was like, please stop.
Okay, I was kind of a fan of like their hint love story.
I was not. I was like, stop it.
Because I guess Jiangcheng doesn't have any. Jiangsung doesn't have any love.
She's character. All of her characters. I like her.
Yeah.
She's like a boss in the novel.
I do like her a lot, and I do wish like her role was bigger. Because also, there's this one plot point that I was really annoyed by, because we mentioned that Wei Wuxian wanted to transfer his golden core to Jiangcheng, right? But then one part that I do remember that was changed was that in the live action drama, it was like, oh, we found this like ancient medicinal textbook that explained how to do it, and she wasn't willing to go through it at first. There's like a 50-50 chance that you might die, but she ended up going through it because she's a doctor. So it's like thanks to this ancient textbook, right? But in the novel, it's actually Wenxing that comes up with the whole procedure on her own and is like, I've come up with the procedure to transfer the golden core, you might die. And he's like, let's do it. Which I thought was a really sad change to make. But
wait. I don't think that's how it happened.
What? Isn't that how it happened?
Wait, Wuxian was the one that's pestering her to go do with the operation. She was like straight up says no.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. Or I guess that's not what I meant. That's what I implied. Of course she'd say no, like there's a chance you might die, and he's like, let's go through with it. That's what I implied. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I promise I'm not that maybe I'm still a little bit dumb.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's like one of the changes in the...
We're gonna have a lot... Okay, you're gonna need to edit out a lot of things.
No, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. This is a conversation. This isn't a seminar.
Fine.
Yeah, that's like one of the changes that I didn't like to Wenxing's character, which is a shame. Okay, but then one of the bigger changes in regards to female characters, Jiang Yangli gets a way bigger role in the live action drama. And then that's what I really liked, because it was sort of her death, unfortunately. It was sort of her death that kind of like broke Wei Wuxian and also like fractured his and Jiang Cheng's relationship. And she was so important to him. And I don't know if it's true, and I heard it was the actress for Jiang Yangli who was like, hey, I think I need a bigger role in this because she's really important. So that's why you see way more of her. Like, for example, when they're all young, when they're all like teenagers, they all go to the Lan clan for like lessons in cultivation, right? And she originally wasn't with them, but in the live action drama, she is. In the drama, she is. That's why I guess I kind of did like there's a lot of elements that like you said before are sort of like Chekhov's guns or are like foreshadowing.
Yeah, but you also need to realize like the Wen clan did not go to school at the Lan clan in the novel. That
too.
was like an add-on in the adaptation.
Yeah, because I think the adaptation gets like the benefit of hindsight because they understand which characters become important later. So I think maybe part of that reason was like, we need to introduce all these characters now.
They also like told the story in chronological order, which might be a plus or a negative for some people. Didn't
they follow the same course as the novel did?
The novel has like flashbacks to like certain scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
because like what happened was that the first 2 episodes is the present timeline, but then episode 3 forward to like episode 30 something is the past, and then from there we flash back into the present timeline, and then that's the rest of the novel.
Yeah. I thought you didn't watch the drama. You remember this more than I do.
I watched clips of it.
Okay.
I didn't watch the full thing. Also, the ending pissed me off.
Okay,
like,
yes.
Separate ways, okay? That was the
No. Okay, no. Okay, well, actually, Tutu, if you remember the very end, it's implied that Lan Wangji comes back, right?
I thought Wei Wuxian comes back.
I forget. One of them comes back, okay? I don't remember who.
I just hate the fact that they decide, all right, let's change the ending to the novel and say, oh yeah, they go their separate ways. It's like, this is bullcrap!
Okay, you know what they can or can't do because of content restrictions.
Okay. But even then, I wasn't expecting them to, like, I don't know, get married or something. I was just expecting them to go back to the cloud recess, at least, together.
Yeah, go back to the Lan clan. I don't know, I wish. But then I guess the people would read too much into it, like they're moving in together. This could be a good segue into talking about danmei's greatest enemy, censorship.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Just a quick summary of what's going on. In China, the Chinese Communist Party has content guidelines. Of course, one of the main content guidelines is that they can't depict homosexual relationships. And that includes on their internet as well, not just on TV.
So basically, you're now to depict, like, let's say, like two gay men kissing, hugging, married, or holding hands. Those are all just no-goes.
No goes.
So as a result, danmei authors had to get very creative with their writings.
Yeah. So
get around censorship.
As well as actually, like, a lot of other web novel sites are like password protected as well. And yeah, like Tutu said, so a lot of them can't really be as explicit unless, like, you know, you're in the hidden website. So a lot of them have to like write around it or write. They can write it, but they can't really go too far. Some of them can go pretty far, but then some of them are kind of vague about it.
Like Meatbun goes wild. I'm just like, Meatbun.
Yeah, Meatbun.
You're a freak.
Meatbun is another author, and yeah, she's a little bit. She goes nasty, and I'm like, respect.
Like, she is unhinged, but she is a queen for that reason. Like, I will eat up anything Meatbun cooks.
Infamously, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation does have not safe for work, like, short stories.
Yes. Okay. When we're talking about the extra chapters.
Yeah, these are the extra chapters. Yeah.
So, near the end of the main story, the main couple, they basically got together, and I got second-hand embarrassment during the confession scene, because I was just like, wait, there's a time and place for everything. Now's not the time to confess your love, even though I'm very happy for you too.
Yeah, because he confesses during like the main climactic scene in which like all the secrets are revealed. Jin Guanya was behind everything. Ye Mingji is like the corpse that was dismembered.
And then they are.
And then, by the way, I'm in love with you.
Wait, you should not be confessing like this. But and he also said every day he wants to sleep with him every single day.
He wants to take him to bed. Wink, wink every day.
So they bang every single day ever since that.
Yeah, because like to make up for lost time. Because poor Lun Wonji was like pining for all those years. Like he's trying to
13 years.
Like he's trying to use his instrument to like communicate with the dead, and he's just searching for his soul ever since. It's so sad. He's a single mom raising their child all alone.
It's okay. Happy ending. We got the glorious incense burner.
Yes. So one of the extra chapters is like this magical incense burner that transports them to the past. Was it?
Well, they have dreams.
It transports them to dreams of the past.
It's based off their fantasies.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one involves them when they were teenagers back in Cloud Recess when Wei Wuxian was still a student, and this is apparently Lan Wangji's fantasy. He wished he slept with Wei Wuxian.
Yeah, so like he wished he like confessed and like kissed him and did nasty with him sooner. Because Lan Wangji, despite his stoicism, like he's raised almost like a monk, like no alcohol, no strong food, like no going out past 9 p.m. kind of stuff. But I think the appeal of Lan Wangji, especially to me, is that like, oh, he's very stoic and very emotional on the outside, but in the inside, he's like a maelstrom. He's like a storm of emotions, and like all these
spoils Wei Wuxian.
Yeah, and so these emotions especially come out with him.
He will break all the Lan Clan rules for Wei Wuxian.
Yeah. And he did, and that's...
Yeah, he did.
He got like whipped on the back. He got drunk inside and burned him and like scarred himself and like kept secret bottles of like alcohol in his room just in case he ever comes back. Because it reminds.
Not just that. He kept all his notes back when they were in school.
Oh my gosh,
when Wuxian threw him that flower, he kept the flower and tucked it into a bookmark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all the little details that like come back in the future. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're supposed to be talking about content restrictions. We got.
Okay, I mean.
So with what's the word? So content restrictions with web novels, you can kind of get away with a lot because it's like on the internet and you can hide it behind like walls and stuff. But when it came to the live action drama, they had to actually write around a lot more. So that's why I think a lot of plot devices are different, why like some characters got more focus and like perhaps like a romance that wasn't in the novel. So for example, like Lan Wenji and Wei Wuxian's relationship in the live action can be interpreted as more like a rivalry / friendship in which like their personalities are just too different, but somehow like opposites attract and they can work together as a team to defeat the evil. And like I think some viewers, especially me, were still able to catch on like, hey, there's something going on with these two, but there are a lot of big changes. Yeah, it's very subtextual. Yeah, very subtextual. There are a lot of big changes. So for example, in the novel, when they were younger, they go on a hunt together, and like Wei Wuxian, he's kind of a show off. So what he agrees to do is that like, hey, I'll hunt the most monsters in this forest with my eyes closed. So he puts on a blindfold.
Okay.
I remember that part. Do you remember that part?
Yeah, their very first kiss scene.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny. So looking back, like Wei Wuxian is like, I'll hunt the most monsters with my eyes closed. He puts on a blindfold, and then he gets like pressed up against a tree, and he's like, oh my god, what a strong-willed woman. She's so forward. Oh my god, she's pressing me up against a tree. Oh my god, she's kissing me. Oh, but this is a woman who doesn't have the courage to kiss me. Like that's why she like. But it's actually Lan Wenji.
You know the second incense burner chapter where.
I don't remember the second incense burner. I thought there was just the one.
No, there was the second one where in the dream we have Yilin Laozi Wei Wuxian kidnapping a young Lan Wenji to like the back of cloud recess near a waterfall, and then they go at it, and then this is some infamous Bi-chun.
Oh my god.
You know what happened to Bi-chun, right?
Okay, Bi-chun is Lan Wenji's sword, and if any of you ever heard of, oh my god, that poor unfortunate sword, we can't say more. The poor unfortunate sword.
We could say more.
I'm too scared to say more. You can say it. The not safe for work extra chapter that involves a sword, not the blade, the sword hilt.
The hilt. The main character does some funny stuff with the sword hilt.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, that's so weird. I can't think about it anymore. What were we talking about? Anyway, the differences. In the drama, he's not blindfolded, or he's not blindfolded for that moment. They do still have like a moment in the woods. It's more so.
He was blindfolded though, but like the moment was very quick.
Yeah, but I try to remember, cause
Did you confuse the scenes?
Maybe no, but like cause have you seen the clip have you seen the drama clip where they're in the woods and they have like that conversation instead of the kiss? They have a conversation instead of the kiss.
Yeah, they have a conversation.
Yeah, but he wasn't blindfolded during the conversation because he knows it's Lan Wenji.
Yeah, he took off the blindfold.
Yeah.
Like, very short.
Yeah. So he wasn't blindfolded for the moment. He was blindfolded during the hunt. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But he has a conversation because this was the part when their like relationship started to fracture like after the war, right?
I don't know. I wouldn't say their relationship fractured after the war.
Not fractured, but was like a bit strained after the war.
I feel like it's strained after Wei Wuxian ran off with the Wind Clan.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're having I thought the conversation was really sweet because it's sort of like a what are we conversation. Mm-hmm. Like the line was like, I've always thought I'd consider you to be my soulmate, and he says I am, something like that. Mm-hmm. Content restrictions were very difficult for the live action drama, I think, because they couldn't kiss. There's like levels of subtext, and they had to go down the deepest level of subtext, I think. And so in the end of the original novel, they're basically married. They are married.
Yeah. They are married.
Yeah, because
they have a kid.
Because like they go through the Chinese, the Chinese rituals of marriage, basically, because it was bowing to your family, bowing to heaven, and bowing to each other. And they did all that in the novel and called themselves husbands. But in the drama, it's sort of like, how to say, it was really sudden when it was like, okay, we're gonna go our separate ways now. When everything's said and done. But at the very end, one of them, it's not shown, but like one of them
came back.
One of them came back. So I think it's yeah, so I felt like the live action drama like really tried, I think, with what they were with the limits that they were under. One of them comes back. I think that the actors, like they said that the actors like read the novel as well. So I think they know.
They know. They know. At least Wang Yibo knows about the sword thing.
Yeah, Wang Yibo knows. Like there's like I don't know, there's this like famous picture of him in an interview and he has that like smirk on his face that it's like, "Oh, this guy knows." It's so funny. But yeah, content restrictions are very difficult, especially with a lot of danmei novels. But some of them can get really nasty with it, like Meat Bun. Meat Bun is another author.
Can we talk about Erha next?
Oh my god, Arha. You know I haven't finished Arha either.
Yeah, but we can just talk about volume 1 to 3, the one that you read.
Okay. Next we can talk about Arha.
Yay!
But yeah, we've come up on about 54 minutes of recording. So I know we kind of rambled on a lot, but like Tutu, do you have any final thoughts? Like how would you rate Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation? We should do a danmei tier list sometime when we have more episodes.
Honestly,
but if you had to rank it in your tier list, what would it be?
See, it's an easy S tier for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because I love the way how the author characterized her characters and how all of them kind of bounce off each other.
Yeah.
And how they're very different when you compare to like other danmei characters.
That's true, yeah.
Because like it's hard to find a character like Wei Wuxian.
Very much so, yeah. I think
in other danmei series. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to compare. There really isn't one like Wei Wuxian, and I think that's
because Wei Wuxian, he is smart, but I will not say he's a show off. He is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He is very flamboyant and outgoing, and I love his like personality. Mm-hmm. Like guy loves to drink alcohol. Yeah,
he has I guess a party boy personality. Is kind of.
Oh yeah, he's very flirtatious.
Yeah.
He's bisexual. This guy's bisexual.
Yeah, he has bisexual energy. Yeah, there really isn't, I guess. I'm trying to think. Not a lot of other characters like him. Maybe, would you say Shi Qingxuan from Heaven Official's Blessing is like him? Windmaster?
No.
Okay.
No, not even close.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna have to turn that down. No, not even close.
Okay.
Windmaster is also great, but like, no, they're not like.
Okay. Well, no, okay. Like Windmaster and Earthmaster. No?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely really loved Grandmaster as well. I mean, maybe I'm a bit biased because it's like my first danmei novel.
Out of the author's 3 novel, this one probably has like the best pacing and plot structure.
Yeah, and I think it's a really easy middle for anime fans. There's a lot of familiarity in this, and I think for fantasy fans, it's also not too heavy, not too light. So the author's other 2 novels, other 2 series, this was the second series we mentioned earlier. The first series is called Scum Villain's Self-Saving System. That one's 4 novels, but I think there is like one hurdle, for lack of a better word, is that it relies a lot on like Chinese internet culture, I think.
Okay, I'll save my ramble on Scum Villain for the Scum Villain episode.
Yeah, we definitely have to have a Scum Villain episode. Yeah, and
I might get canceled for what I'm about to say for Scum Villain.
Uh-oh. Okay, we have to save the controversial opinions for that episode. What was I saying? Yeah, Scum Villain. Also, like the writing, I think the author is still trying to get her feet on the ground. It's not bad.
The fact that Grandmaster has so many different adaptations, so you can start with like any of them.
And you can start with any of them. Poor Scum Villain is like the forgotten child.
Yeah.
Because like the manhwa adaptation was canceled or like indefinite hiatus, and like they never had. I think they had like 1 season of an animated show, and like it's a 3D animated show, so it's a little ugly.
Animated show, and the issue is that there is no final episode. All the episodes building up to this climax, and then that climax never happens. So
I didn't know they never got a. Wow.
Like, the cliffhanger that was supposed to end at never happened. So it's
wow.
Like, where's the next episode?
Yeah, so Scum Villains, unfortunately, I think it's not bad, but it's a bit of a forgotten child. And then also Heaven Official's Blessing, I think it's the best. Perhaps. Grandmaster is very close. But it's also very big. So like I mentioned before, it's 8 volumes long, like almost twice as long as Grandmaster. But I think it's great. So we can definitely talk about that more. So I think Grandmaster is like easy like an easy middle, and I think that's why it got so popular first.
For me, this is on the tier list. This is S tier for me.
Definitely.
Because, like I said, like it's very easy to get into, and the fact that like I think the plot is paced well, and then it's not too over bloated.
Yeah.
Well, I'm mainly referring to in the novel.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those. Okay, the novel is also like pretty fast paced, so it gets to a point.
Yeah, it definitely gets to the
But
point.
it has this like slow comedic moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely as well.
If you ask me which adaptation to start from, I say to start with the novel, just for the fact that you get the full uncensored story.
That's true. Yeah. I guess if I had to say which adaptations to start with, maybe it all depends on yours. Like, I say yours in like the audience, like your speed.
But like if like reading is not your thing, I recommend the donghua just because the donghua is very pretty.
Yeah, that's how I got started on it. Yeah.
And like you say, all the characters are color coordinated.
Yeah.
So they're easy to like track who belongs to which clan.
Definitely, yeah. I think because the thing is that like I wasn't really into light novel. I'm still not super into light novels, and also with Chinese translated novels, like I had like no experience in that whatsoever, so I kept getting lost. So I think if you're an anime fan or just generally interested, I think the Chinese anime, the donghua, is a good place to start. Yeah, color coded. Character designs. Actually, also maybe the.
Find that I highly recommend searching up the audio drama because that one's also very good.
Also, the
one's also very faithful to the novel.
Yeah, and also the manhwa isn't a bad place to start either.
I tried reading the manhwa. I'll be honest. Some of the characters look very similar. I kind of got confused with some of them.
Okay, that can be an issue too. Yeah, because I thought about reading the manhwa, but I guess I got like a little bit like, I've read this story so many times. So yeah, I guess we've wrapped up our final thoughts. Again, I feel like we've rambled a lot with this, but I had a lot of fun. How about you?
I mean, yeah, that's the whole point. Like, we're not really doing reviews, we're just rambling.
Yeah. This is a book club where we have our conversations. So if any of you in the comments want to add yours, please feel free. If we got anything wrong, probably we got a lot of things wrong.
Hopefully for the next episode, we'll be a little more organized.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. I have to, in between all of my school assignments, I have to remember all these characters' like names. All I remember is Jinling's uncle, and that's all you need. If you're in doubt, just think he's probably Jinling's uncle. The chances of him being Jinling's uncle, very high.
So next book club, what do you want to talk about?
Okay, you want to talk about Arha, and you said we can only do the first 3 volumes, which is how much How many volumes? They're still translating the English volumes, right? So then wait, how many volumes are in there now?
11.
We'll never be done. 11? I didn't know that. I thought it was like 9 or something.
Oh no, the main story wrapped up at 10. The 11th volume is actually just all extra chapters.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Tutu, will you do my homework for me?
I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Just don't expect a good grade. I haven't been to school in a while.
I don't want to do homework. I want to catch up on Arha now.
Okay, I'll do your homework. Just don't expect a good grade on it.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. So next episode, we'll talk a little bit about Arha, the Shizhen and his Shizhen and Husky. No, the full title is called Arha, the White Cat, the Husky and his White Cat, Shizhen, right?
Yes, featuring my favorite
the Husky
of all time.
And his White Cat, Shizhen. Shizhen is like teacher.
Teacher. A very polite way of saying teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chunwan-ning is my favorite tsundere of all time.
He is
all the other tsundere characters, mainly the girls, they can just step down, go away.
Every girl, every guy, step down. It's Chunwan-ning who's best girl tsundere.
Yeah, best girl tsundere. He is such a baby girl. I'm just like, my God, let me love you.
Okay. And volume 3 is just before the time skip. So, okay, then that's a good place to stop. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I want to see your theories.
My theories. Okay. I do kind of know what happens, but not a lot.
No. Do not look it up.
Okay. Okay.
Let's wrap up this. Let's wrap up this.
We'll just wrap it up. Next episode, we'll be talking about Arha, volumes 1 to 3, specifically in the English. But thank you so much for joining us during this chaotic episode. But chaotic is what Wei Wuxian would have wanted.
Yes, exactly.
All right, where can they find you, Tutu?
They can find me either through my YouTube channel or Twitter under the same handle. I occasionally stream on Twitch under Kuragi Tutu.
And you can find me on YouTube at only on GraceXM. I'm not much on Twitter anymore, but you can find me on Instagram occasionally. And thank you so much for joining us. Please leave a comment if we got anything wrong, which is probably a lot.
Oh yeah, we got a lot wrong. I cannot wait to get roasted. We even cancel for getting all the details wrong.
Oh gosh, no, we can't get canceled for that. People have been canceled for more.
In that case, I'm gonna get canceled when we eventually make that scum villain video.
Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, we'll
chaos.
we'll save the canceling when we at least have one episode out.
I feel like it's either scum villain or stars of chaos that's gonna get me canceled.
Stars of Chaos. Oh yeah, probably. All right.
So I can talk about it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.